position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a man. It's in goal. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Got it in the middle. It's Booth. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw, it's in goal. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Run the gun. They'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You know, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Turns it on in midfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense, swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the Penn State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got him downfield. He's into the open down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets it out quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Marches ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go with a direct snap.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's in goal. On the run, still looking. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking left. Got his man. Taken out of bounds. After a good pickup there, they're in striking distance at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. quarterback. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Texas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He might want another play. They'll run play action. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. And the Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's in goal. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's got it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Zips it out to his man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's in goal. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma State.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
South Carolina, 35.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got him in the flat. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
On the play. 1st down for the offense.
On the double.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Makes a man miss. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a first and goal. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, which you can tell, DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Bruce. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. Fights off the defender. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 13.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's in goal. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Okay, break.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's the heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.